Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Nelo here, and I don't even know how to start this video because this video is about to have a lot of details, okay? But welcome back. If you're new, you are so welcome, and if you're old, thank you so much for always coming back. Okay, so you guys already know by now, obviously, that I am pregnant. Yay! This is so exciting. Like, I'm actually so excited. And yes, by the time you guys are watching this video, I'm sure I've gone way further along than I am right now. As I'm making this video, I am currently about 7 weeks pregnant. Okay, so yes, I am pregnant, and this video is going to be me telling you guys like what went down after I found out that I'm pregnant, because it has not been an easy few weeks. I mean, I'm going to tell you guys the whole story now. Okay, so make sure to stay tuned till the end. Okay, so guys, I found out, okay, you guys already saw how I found out. Like, when I took the home pregnancy test, it was actually negative, and I have all my tests here. You guys, let me show you. I arranged it. Like, I literally have all my tests here. These are all the tests I took. I think there are more than this, but these are the ones I could find. I don't want to flip the thing so that they don't all fall, but there is so many of them right here. Those are all the tests that I took. Let me start from the first ones. So these two, okay, from the video, if you've not watched how I found out that I'm pregnant, please go and watch it. I'll link it down below, so that way you just follow up with this video. But yeah, so when I did the home pregnancy test at home, obviously home pregnancy test, when I took the first set of tests, this is the results that I got. This thing should just focus, I beg you. Okay, we're getting there. So this is the results that I got from the two tests. These are two tests here, and if you guys look, you're going to see that they were both negative. Very negative. Like, there was no sign of it being positive at all. These were the tests that I took in the video, and then I just went ahead and just thought, okay, I'm probably not pregnant, because it was a day or so before my period, or 2 days, or I can't remember. So I just thought, usually if I'm pregnant by now, or if some people, when they're pregnant, in 5 days before you even see a line, and I didn't see any line, so I just went on with my day. So these are these two. And then after like 2 days or so, and I went to a hospital. Hold on, I have all the documents here. I went to a hospital and did a test, and the test results came out weakly positive, which is this result right here. I'll show you guys where it says weakly positive. Focus. Yep, you can see it right there. It says weakly positive. Like, and this was the beginning of my worry, you guys. It was the very beginning of my worry, because I've never gotten weekly positive before. So it could just be that I was testing too early, but I knew I wasn't testing too early, because by the time I went and did the blood test, I had already missed my period. So I knew I wasn't testing too early, so that got me a bit worried. Even the nurses were a bit worried. They were like, come back in 2 weeks and retest. And you know why I was scared was because my pregnancies, I usually have low progesterone, so I'm always on progesterone when I'm pregnant, and I just thought, okay, maybe my progesterone levels are low, I'm not producing enough HCG because something is wrong with the baby. You guys, I entered overthink mood. Okay, I am an overthinker. I got so worried, and Francis and I decided, okay, we should go to the hospital. But before we actually went to the hospital, I took more home pregnancy tests. So I'm going to show you guys the next set of tests that I took, and this was after I got the weekly positive in the blood. I took these two tests. Hold on, focus. And as you guys, these are two tests here, by the way. As you guys can see, they were both negative. Like, there was no sign of pregnancy at all when I took this test. Looking at it now, I still can't even see the slightest shadow. So they were still both negative. Then the morning that I now decided to, okay, before Frank and I went to the hospital, I decided to go to another hospital and do another blood test. You guys, I know. I don't have patience. I just really wanted to know if there was something I could do. Let me start doing it on time to save the baby, to save the pregnancy. So I just really wanted to know. So before that, I took this home pregnancy test. Okay, so I took this pregnancy test. If you guys look closely, you're going to see the second line there, but it's really not that dark, but it's there. There's a second line right there. So this is a test. It's even disappearing now because it's been a while. The line is almost as dark as it was, but this was the test that I used to tell Francis that I'm pregnant. You guys, again, is in my last video, maybe not my last video, but in my pregnancy review video. So go and watch that to find out how I told Francis. But yes, that was the test I used. Then after this one, I still got more negative test results, and I'm just like, what is going on? That was when Francis and I decided, you know what, let's go to the hospital, because your test lines are supposed to be getting darker, but in my case they were not getting darker, so that got me a lot worried. So we tried to go to the hospital. We didn't even use the regular hospital we went to one gynecologist that I love so much, that I've used in the past. So we went to her, you know, she's just amazing, and I just love her, sincerely speaking. So she just calmed us and let us know that, see, it could just be that it's too early, but just because I've missed my period. And when she did a test for me, okay, I don't have a test result here. But yeah, this is the test result I used to tell Francis that I'm pregnant. This one from this hospital just said positive. It didn't say like weekly positive, but this was what I used to tell him that I'm pregnant. But anyways, when we ended up going to the hospital and she ran a blood pregnancy test, it was still weekly positive. And mind you, this has already been days after the first weekly positive. So that even got her a bit worried, but she wasn't too worried, because she was just like, maybe I didn't ovulate when I thought I did, and you know, just maybe I probably didn't ovulate when I thought I did. So the pregnancy didn't take place when I thought, like the fertilization didn't take place where I thought. But I know myself, and I've been tracking myself for months. I have it here to show you guys. This was the last ovulation tracking I did for February. Funny enough, in March, it was in March that we decided, okay, you know, it's okay now if we get pregnant and, you know, have another baby. So, but before then, I wanted to track my body to know when I ovulate, and I just tracked a few months before, just because I want to try for a girl. So, you know, I just wanted to know how my body works. So this is the ovulation test that I did for the month of February. If you look, I started testing from this. Like, this is a bunch of tests. You can see when it got the darkest around here, which is the day I ovulated. Then I took another test, I think 2 more tests after that, to know like when the ovulation was over. And yes, so when I took this test, you can see the darkest line is the day I ovulated, and that was on day 12. So for 3 months that I tracked, I was ovulating on day 12. So when on that, like, I think, guys, I hope I'm giving all the details, but is it on March or in March? In March, you guys forgive me, my brain is not correct right now, but in March, when we decided to start trying, we didn't even actively try in March because Kobe fell sick. If you guys remember Kobe, that vlog when Kobe was sick and we're up in the hospital back and forth, so we were not even doing anything. I think we only like did it like once, way before my ovulation, like maybe not way before my ovulation, like 2-3 days before my ovulation. I'm not sure because I did not know when I ovulated because I wasn't tracking. So 2-3 days before, maybe a day before. Sincerely, I have no idea. It could even be the morning of the ovulation at this point, because I just didn't track that month because a lot of things were going on. So we just had sex once and we didn't even do anything again. Kobe was sick, we were in and out of the hospital. I was crying, I was just a mess till later when Kobe felt better. So what the doctor was trying to say, going back to where I was, maybe I didn't even ovulate when I thought. Maybe I ovulated later on, like a week or 2 later, probably around 2 weeks later, around when I was supposed to do my period. So it got me a bit confused. She was like, that could be why the test is saying weekly positive. Then she went ahead and did an ultrasound, transvaginal ultrasound, because the normal ultrasound, she wasn't seeing anything. Then even with the transvaginal ultrasound, she could tell that my uterus was thick, like a pregnancy should be inside, but she couldn't see any pregnancy inside. So at that point, she even got not too worried, but she was like, you know, it could be an ectopic pregnancy, you know, it could be that I have had a chemical pregnancy, is that what's called, where you already miscarry very early, that it will end up coming out as a period. She was like, I should just go home. If I don't see my period in 3 days, I should come back. 3 days later, no period, obviously. I went back, another ultrasound, everything, nothing. You know, this went on for a while actually. Then at home, after like 3 days, I now took another home pregnancy test. If you guys look closely at this test, you're going to see there is a faint line. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, hold on, but there is a very, very, very faint line on the two tests. Look well, you're going to see it. So this sincerely didn't give me any form of hope, because the line was too faint for how far long I should be at this point. At this point, I was like 5 weeks plus or so. So the line should have been dark. When you watch these things, people are 14 DPU, their lines are very dark. So that didn't even, you know, motivate me. But anyways, I kept going back to the hospital after every 3 days. She did another ultrasound. But I kept taking home pregnancy tests. I'll just be showing you guys. And the line started progressing eventually. Yeah, the line started progressing. If you look at this test, you'll tell that the line got a little bit darker. You can see the second line clearly. It got darker. Then with time, it started getting darker. And okay, I gave going to the hospital, I think 4 or 5 days. At this point, you can see that this one, the second line, they're both a lot darker. So the line started progressing, and I can't even show you guys all the tests here because there are a lot. But finally, the line started progressing, and then when I was 5 weeks plus, almost 6 weeks, I went to the hospital again, and she did another ultrasound. And all this while, she couldn't give me my progesterone, that's my hormone medicine, because she was like, if it was an ectopic pregnancy, she does not want to feed the baby, she needs to remove the baby, obviously. So at that point, I even started bleeding at some point, and not really red blood, it was like dark brownish. So when I told her, she was like, you know what, as long as it's dark brown, it's not bad, because that means it's old blood, so it's not like new blood, so it's not the baby. But then again, she was a bit worried, because that's an early sign of miscarriage. Imagine how worried me too I was. But at the end of the day, I was just like, you know what, God made this happen. If this baby is not here to stay, then that's fine. Well, I got pregnant another time. It's not even like I actually expected to get pregnant in March, you know, because we didn't actively try, just that we didn't prevent pregnancy. But anyways, I went back to the hospital finally over a week ago, or around a week ago, and did a scan. And this is my scan pictures. And you guys, finally she saw a sign of life, like a pregnancy sac in my uterus. Let me show you guys. See, even after she saw this, I wasn't very, like, would I say, I don't know, I wasn't like, okay, let me show you guys before I start talking. So this is the picture right here. I hope you guys are seeing it. This big circle right here is the uterus where the baby stays, and that very small circle is the sac where the baby is supposed to be. So the baby is supposed to be inside that very tiny small circle. And what another reason I was a bit like still not very comfortable. I'm trying to open Kobe's scan pictures on my phone to compare, so that you guys can compare these two. Is that when I did Kobe's own, you guys just take a look. This was Kobe's scan at 4 weeks. 4 weeks. You can clearly see the big like sac, and you can see like the baby inside. That small circle is actually the baby, so you can see how much clear this is and everything. But again, it could be because this last scan, she just did the normal scan, it wasn't a transvaginal, whereas with Kobe it was a transvaginal. So maybe that's why they saw a lot clearer at that point in time. But anyway, she was like, you know what, as long as she has seen something in the uterus, it means that baby is where the baby is supposed to be. Ectopic pregnancy has been ruled out. The only two options now are the baby will be fine or a miscarriage. But for her, she most likely thinks that you know, I didn't get pregnant when I thought, I didn't ovulate when I thought. Maybe because of the stress I was going through that month, things just happened differently in my body, and you know, that's the reason why the test and the scans couldn't say anything at first. So this was almost before 6 weeks that they saw this thing. And when they measured the baby was measuring like just a day off what the baby's supposed to be. So she was like, this is good. So that is where I am right now. And then I was given some progesterone medicine. You guys, hold on, let me show you guys. Yes, so she put me on this progesterone medicine. It's called Dufaston. I hope that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. Dydrogesterone, which is progesterone, I guess. So this is it right here. This is the progesterone medicine I'm taking, and this one costs 3,650, and this pack lasts for 10 days. So for 3,650 is 10 days worth of progesterone tablets. I think the tablet is somewhere here. Yeah, this is what the tablet is. So I've been taking it. This pack is already almost done. I think it's just been one day. I even took some from the other pack, but yeah, I've been taking it, and I take it morning and night, and this thing makes me feel so crappy. Like, it makes me, I get headaches, mood swings, bloats. I get bloated, and I feel like throwing up. I just feel a lot like throwing up. Sometimes I go ahead and throw up. I just don't like how it makes me feel. So Kelly girl was like, you know, I should stop taking it too early. Maybe I should take it right before I sleep, which is what I've been doing, so that by the time all the effects are kicking in, I'm asleep, you know, and it's been helping. But that's what's been going on. And then now I took a pregnancy test again, even after the doctor saw that, you know, saw a sac. And finally the test line is darker than the control line. So you guys can see now the second line is now darker. That's this line here and this line here. They're now darker than the first one. And yeah, I just feel like everything is going how it's supposed to now, and I'm just waiting. I'm going back to the, I hope I'm focused. I don't think I'm focused. I'm just waiting. I'm going back to the hospital on Monday. Today I'm making this video on a Thursday. Yeah, so I'm going back to the hospital on Monday, and hopefully we're going to hear a heartbeat. And when I hear a heartbeat, I can finally relax and rest. Okay. Like, I've not even told my mom I'm pregnant. I've not told a lot of people. I've not told Nazo them. I just don't want to tell people, you know, till I hear the baby's heartbeat. Tell my close family members at least till I hear the baby's heartbeat, and then the rest of people will find out later when I'm further along. But yes, that is the update with me, guys. That is what I've been going through, and I just hope so much that on Monday, once they just put the thing on my belly, I can see a big sack with the baby inside, and then see a heart beating. That is my prayer, and I just believe it's going to happen. Okay, and I'm really hopeful that this baby is going to be a girl. This baby that I don't even know when the baby entered. I just hope the baby is a girl. Like, I'm very hopeful, because this is it. Okay, this is the last one. We are done. After this one, school has closed, case closed, book finished, everything done. So yes, hopefully it's a girl. Yeah, that's the updates. When I go to the hospital on Monday, I'll probably come back and update you guys if this video is not too long already, or I'll just update you guys in a vlog or a separate video or something. But keep an eye out, and thank you guys so much for watching. And yes, I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye guys.